when I started working with FedEx, I was working against the tagline of, we want to change lives. People spend a third of their day or more at work. Mm-hmm. And if that can be made better, then they're going to show up at home better and in their communities better. Do you have any stories that you would like to share about how that has had impact in people's lives because we changed and made their work life better?
I think if you were, depending who you were interviewing in the enterprise, you would get different answers. But my answer I'm certain of, because I've lived it and been out there, when we really started to drive business agility and then turn into enterprise business agility, everywhere I went, not 90% of the time, 100% of the time, the teams that do this hard work, because when you're not in doing the hard work, it always looks easy, right? Yeah. But the people that are doing this hard work, every time said, wow, is this a better way to work? Wow, is this, more control, more ability to deliver rapidly, less waste, all the things we talked about. So number one is all the people saying, wow, is this a better way to work? And then number two, and I alluded to this earlier also, is, and I'll never forget it, I was in our Colorado Springs Development Center, and one of a team member I knew, a lady I'd known for a long time, she walked up and just said, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. And her quote was, it makes us feel like a small, nimble company again. Which we'd grown to be. We're a behemoth, right? And each of our, even at the federated model, federation is complex. But each of these big businesses were multi-billion-dollar behemoths by themselves, let alone the enterprise, right? And so for somebody to say we feel like a small, nimble company again, said that they love the ability, how it makes them feel. They're enjoying their work more. And then we know through the flow metrics and so many other things, we're getting a lot more done. The waste of context switching pretty much went away. It wasn't like I'd hear good here and then I'd go on that trip and I'd hear bad. I just didn't hear the bad. Everybody's like, no, I'd never go back. And that's the last thing I would say is about $1 for every time a person said, I never want to go back to the way we were working. And especially when you're building software and the complexity of it. It's one thing I call the laws of physics of IT. Complexity is the answer. If your complexity goes up, your speed and cost are negatively impacted. Yeah. If you manage your complexity down, your speed and your cost are positively impacted. And this is a way to manage complexity down. And another one of the things I think is not very well understood, especially at the high executive level, not that everybody should, but that's another reason that our team members that are in the trenches doing the work, they see it. And so, I'm not maybe as dramatic as saying make their lives completely better, but it definitely makes their work experience just completely different. Yeah. It's positive.
Well, thank you, Ken. I said specifically when I meet with executives, I take a science-based approach. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can lead with people's lives are going to be changed and feel much better at work, but it is a outstanding and, for me, a life-changing result of the hard work that we did.